These are football cards, but every card gets more serious, starting at the lightest level. With each clip, the seriousness of the card will increase until we reach the craziest card ever. Lightest level. Both players are going for the ball simultaneously, and one of the players gets taken down by the referee. The ref falls as well because he was in the way, but both have a laugh after that moment. The player gives the ref a yellow card sarcastically and moves on. Green level. This clip would make you think it's about Mbappe falling in the box, but it's actually about Diego Carlos and the referee. Diego Carlos receives a second yellow for running into the ref, who falls. The Nantes manager couldn't believe his defender was sent off for that accident. De Boer is clear on goal with all the time in the world to shoot until the Wolfsburg defender tackles him without getting the ball, a dangerous tackle and rightfully sent off. A bizarre moment where a referee lets a player decide what card he should receive. The player picks the yellow card without looking, or it seems like it, and the ref accepts his request. The player got away with that card decision. Opportunities that happen once in a lifetime. Still in the green level, Neymar gets tripped by Emre Can in the Champions League, and Neymar gets physical quickly. A brawl erupts between the players after the German pushes Neymar onto the floor. Since Can started the fight, he received a red and was sent off to the changing rooms. Here, Trossard has a chance to score past Alisson, but the Brazilian keeper doesn't let the ball go over him by saving the ball with his hand. Alisson isn't allowed to touch the ball out of the box, that's a given. But from scoring a goal or getting a card, he picked the card. Yellow level. We are now at the yellow card, and things will only get crazier from here. This ball is played into the box, but the striker fails to hit the ball and score a tap-in. After the miss, a ball boy throws a second ball onto the pitch to stop the play. That is fair play, so the referee gives the ball boy a red card for the incident. The ball boy had to walk out of the sidelines and go straight into the tunnel. We're throwing the ball in. During play, this ref is annoyed at players complaining, so he gives someone a yellow, but he almost drops the card on the floor. Another player catches the yellow card and helps the ref out by putting the yellow card in front of the opposition player complaining. He definitely enjoyed being a ref for a second. The first thing to mention is that goalkeeping is terrible in this play. Nonetheless, the striker scores for his team and goes off the pitch to celebrate. What is so crazy is how the player decided to celebrate. He doesn't high-five his teammates, but instead headbutts through a glass bench shelter. Yikes! He would get punished quickly and receives a straight red card. In the 2018 World Cup, Neymar got very angry and punched the ball. The ref gives him a yellow card for his reaction and would also give one to Coutinho for complaining. The ref tells Neymar to his face that he talks too much and to watch his mouth. The bar is rising. This only means the cards are getting worse. Juninho kicks the ball straight at the keeper. The opposition team immediately reacts to the situation, and the Brazilian receives a red card for his actions. He wanted to apologize to the keeper, but the ref wants Juninho to leave. Very unsportsmanlike, to be honest. Speaking of no sportsmanship, Hazard takes an electric strike towards the goal, but Ox decides to make a goalie-like save. Chesney was beaten, and if it weren't for that handball save by Ox, the ball would have gone into the net. Here's a twist. The ref mistakenly sends off Gibbs instead of Ox and made this incident insane. Orange level. Now we're at the orange level. Ronaldo accuses a Bilbao player of diving, and things quickly get heated. Ronaldo fights back after getting pushed, and a brawl breaks out. Ultimately, the ref gives the Portuguese a red card, leaving the pitch furious. This coach taunts the striker and keeps the ball in his possession. Foley still has hold of the ball, the striker heads the ball and tries to score but fails, and then the keeper elbows him in the face. A nasty interaction by both players, especially the keeper who actually hurt the striker in the face with an elbow. The referee quickly sends the keeper off by giving him a well-deserved red card. The bar keeps rising, and from here on out you'll start seeing more physical stuff like this next one. This coach literally bodies a referee as if he were in the NFL. Wow, trucked the ref to the ground and kept insulting him while he was looking down on him. The coach gets a red card and should probably receive an actual red card as an assault charge. Damn. Speaking of assault, after this referee books a player, the keeper gets so mad at the ref that he kicks him in the back. It seemed like the keeper took wrestling on TV seriously and put it to work against the referee. Ouch. Speaking of kicks, this Rangers player goes to kick the ball but instead kicks the keeper's face. Yeah, you heard that right, his face. The players quickly asked for medics to help the poor keeper. In the 2010 World Cup, Suarez became a keeper and kept Asamoah Gyan's header off the line with a handball save. Suarez received a red card immediately and was crying because it meant his country, Uruguay, might be eliminated. But no luck was on his side as the Ghana player missed the penalty and kept Uruguay's hopes alive. Suarez, with no shame, celebrates the miss as Uruguay advances to the next round. Red bar. We are in red bar territory, meaning serious isn't even the word anymore. In a 2006 World Cup qualifying match between Croatia and Australia, defender Josip Šimunić managed to achieve the impossible. He got 3 yellow cards. That's right, not 1, not 2, but 3. It was like he was collecting them for a prize or something. The referee, Graham Paul, didn't seem to notice until after the 3rd yellow when he finally realized his mistake and gave Šimunić the red card. It's a good thing he didn't get a 4th yellow, or he might have started a whole new color trend. This player just came on the pitch as a substitute only to receive a red card in seconds. Guess he was too excited to be on the pitch. That was a quick red card, but not as quick as this one since it was right after kickoff. The player in green pulled the opponent back as he had a clear chance on goal and received the red in 4 seconds. We're now getting to world record zone. In a 2011 Champions League match between Arsenal and Barcelona, Robin van Persie found himself in a bit of a sticky situation. He had already received a yellow card earlier in the game, but in the second half he found himself in possession of the ball with the score tied at 1-1. He took a shot at goal, but the whistle blew for offside just as he kicked the ball. But here's the funny part. Van Persie claimed he didn't hear the whistle, so he continued with the shot. And what did the referee do? He gave Van Persie a second yellow card for time wasting. It was like the referee was trying to play a practical joke on poor Van Persie. Maybe he should have gone to the audiologist before the match. The red bar is about to hit its max, and you'll see why. The Portugal versus Netherlands match at the 2006 World Cup was like watching a game of red card roulette. It seemed like every time a player sneezed, the referee would whip out a yellow or red card. By the end of the game, there was a whopping 16 cards shown, including 4 red cards. It was like the referee was trying to set a new world record for the most cards shown in a single game. And if you thought that was bad, the game also set a record for the most fouls committed in a World Cup match. It was like a WWE SmackDown, but with soccer balls instead of chairs. Maybe they should have just handed out decks of cards to each player and let them play with a few hands of poker. Peak seriousness. The bar is in flames now because Zidane is about to headbutt Materazzi in the 2006 World Cup final. Boom! Buffon was furious, and the referee had no choice but to give Zidane the red card. If that was one for the history books, and Zidane walked off the pitch past the World Cup trophy. Bonus unserious moment. Now the most unserious moment in a friendly, the referee decides to play and gets tackled by one of the players. They get in a fight and surely would get a yellow or red card for that. If you enjoyed the video, I bet you'll enjoy some of the funniest moments in football history. See you there!